As I mentioned in the last lesson, large language models are characterized by their immense size. By size, we're not talking about physical space. The size of an LLM is measured by the number of parameters it has. But what does having a large number of parameters mean? Imagine you're teaching a robot how to play a really complicated game. To do that, you need to give it lots of instructions and rules on how to play the game. Each of these rules is like a piece of information that the robot needs to remember. Now, think of the parameters in a large language model like those instructions and rules. They are tiny bits of information, kind of like building blocks, that help the model understand and generate language. But here's the thing. Large language models have a huge number of these tiny building blocks, like millions or even billions of them. The more parameters a model has, the better it can understand and work with language. It's like having a bigger and more powerful brain for language tasks. So, when we say a model has lots of parameters, we mean it has a massive collection of these little pieces of information that make it smart when it comes to understanding and using language. The most famous LLMs contain millions to billions of parameters. For instance, BERT, a large language model developed by Google, has 345 million parameters, and GPT-4 gets even bigger at 1.7 trillion parameters. Large language models are also trained on huge amounts of text data. The more text a machine is given to read, arguably the more successful it's going to be at learning the complexities of language. So, LLMs are trained on massive amounts of text data from the internet. It's like they read the entire internet itself, but just really, really fast. This text data includes things like books, so large language models will read tons of books on all sorts of topics, from adventure stories to science textbooks. They also go through websites like news articles, blogs, and even social media posts to see how people talk online. They study Wikipedia articles to learn about facts, history, and general knowledge. They also look at how people chat with each other online to understand how language is used in everyday communication. There's also a few other bits that they'll go through, so like recipes, movie reviews, and scientific papers. By taking in all this text data, large language models learn the patterns, grammar, and vocabulary of human language. It's like how we learn to speak by listening to others and reading books, but large language models do it on a much larger scale and much, much faster.